It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And the attrition of the long regular season showing itself. Both teams making do at less than full strength.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. They've got Martin. Marciulionis is out there with Jackson, and it's Ross in a power forward position. And for Portland, is this, Richard, the time of the year that the players begin to get their second wind, or is that a myth?
I don't know if it's called a second wind, but if you're on a team that's in a position to do something special, that's where that extra motivation starts to kick in.
And so Martin nails both of them. Looking at the Trailblazers, they took the last win in their last game against the Celtics in Boston. Bledsoe passes to Shakur. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
And so here's Portland. After the Kings pick up two. Baseline jumper, and he gets it to go.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Jackson has the open look. It's three-pointers off the mark. Goes up on the high post. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. From downtown, now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Porzingis. From the arc, Ross grabs the board.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Inside, here's Martin. Oh, he misses the dunk. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. A basket by Shakur.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Porzingis against Martin. Goes back up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul, first team.
And in the paint, Porzingis doesn't give the defense any opportunity there. He just stays aggressive and draws the foul.
Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. Break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Portland. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And of course the Kings, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And for the Trailblazers, they've been ruthless competitors all season long. I mean, they've assured themselves of plenty of home games in the postseason. Let's see if they can take advantage.
The Kings trailing.
Trailblazers foul. Shakur. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Jackson with the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Connects from three-point range. Jackson's got 8 points.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Pass to Bledsoe. The shot from 20 feet away. Sacramento grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Outside Jackson. Martin with a screen on Bledsoe. Jackson from long range. Here's Martin. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line. It's on Porzingis. The Kings have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Portis, he's checked in for Porzingis. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Throws it up high.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Pass to Marciulionis. Banked in off the glass.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Bledsoe. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Up top, Portis. Back to Bledsoe. Portland moving the ball around. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Marciulionis, that's good.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Portis. No scoring in this one. Out to the wing. Martin with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Martin. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Stewart's checked in. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
A basket by Shakur.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Pass to Ross. Poke loose. And now Portland on the break. Shakur kicks to Bledsoe. Goes up with a stripe. Rebound by the Kings.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
And the jam by Ross.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here is Shakur. He's coming off a 34-point game against Boston. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot's good by Bledsoe.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Pass to Jackson. Now Martin. This one for 3. Jackson misses. Stewart with the screen on Marciulionis. To the left wing, Shakur. And another 3 for Portland.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Kings shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Some changes for Sacramento. Washington's checked in for Martin. George comes in for Ron. Martin the pass to Washington. Martin with it. Defended by Portis. Pass to Marciulionis. Lock at 6. Martin with a screen on Caruso. And there's Martin. That's good on the assist from Marciulionis. Marciulionis has got 3 assists tonight. On the court right now for the Kings. P.J. Washington is out there with Martin. Then it's Marciulionis. And it's Singh in at the small forward position. Kings leading now by 5. Pass to Marciulionis. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Good on the three-point shot. Washington's got 6 here in this quarter. Here is Shakur, covered by Martin. Here is Shakur. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Caruso, no good. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Martin the screen to the middle and finished off by Martin.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Stewart's checked in for Portland. Let's look at the 2K leaderboard to find out the teams that have led the league in steals this season's second half. 4th, the Kings.
You know, as they enter the stretch run of this season, both of these teams have really clamped down defensively, and you see that reflected in their steal totals.
Pass to Marciulionis. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
In for the Kings, Russ G.G. Johnson.
Here's Marciulionis. No good on the quick 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
It's Bledsoe on the wing. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shakur dishes to Bledsoe. Knocks down the 3-ball. Bledsoe's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Pass to Jackson. From deep. Shot clock at 6. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Here is Shakur. Defended by Marciulionis. Bledsoe outside. The three-pointer no good. Kings leading now by 7. Marciulionis passes to Martin. Takes it off the glass. 10 points for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Trailblazers making a switch here. Portland's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Here is Shakur. Sinks the 15-footer.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Pass to Martin. Right wing. Fires from deep. Portland grabs the miss. One of the toughest teams for certain this season. They've hit the 60-win mark.
And fantastic team play. They've been fairly fortunate with good help along the way, adapting to everything that's been thrown at them. This group is a top contender, no doubt, for a deep playoff run.
Portland trails by 7. Shakur passes to Porzingis. Bledsoe outside. No good on the 3. Kings have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Here's Marciulionis. 23 points for him the last game against Utah. Jackson down low. Guarded by Bledsoe. Jackson misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And it's off from three-point range. Kings leading now by 7. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for the Kings.
Second team foul. In for Sacramento, number 9, P.J. Washington.
Back to Jackson. 5 on the clock. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Ross, how the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's averaging 11 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what a force he is on the glass. Just inhales rebounds.
And he can go around his opponent, over his opponent, through his opponent. A true triple threat.
Misses from close range. Sacramento's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Jackson passes to Marciulionis. And here is Ross. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And we'd be remiss not to mention his incredible rebounding, just a force on the backboards.
Here's Shakur. Outside for Bledsoe. Launches a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Left side Jackson. Martin against Porzingis. Pass to Ross. Now here's Jackson. And here's Washington outside. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. He takes it in, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate. When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
It's Bledsoe on the wing. Over Ross. Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Bledsoe. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
There's 39 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Shakur. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Cutting the screen. Pass to Marciulionis. Shot from the top of the key. Portland grabs the miss. And a record-setting season continues for them. Now up over 30 road wins.
And well, you're talking maybe only 15 times in the history of the NBA has a team cleared 30 road wins in a single season. And in that group, a lot of teams that went on to win the championship. I think a lot of people would say this team is the favorite to go all the way.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. It's Sacramento up by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, PJ. Hot start offensively. How do you continue that in the second half?
I think we did a great job of attacking the rim and kicking out to our teammates and making open shots. So we got back away from that in the second quarter, but we got to do a better job of that coming out of halftime.
Stick with what works, right?
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule. Before we get into that, I want to know, back when you guys played, what was your favorite city to play in?
Well, Shaq played for every team.
And let's take a look at this first half of play for the Kings. Not a lot of separation here at the midway point.
This is some retro hoops, pounding the ball inside with intent. Man, I know you love this big fella.
No need to take a million.
Thanks for spending halftime.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Here is Shakur. Fade away. Rebound by the Kings. Martin's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And for the Kings, they've got Jackson. Marciulionis is out there with Martin, and it's Ross in at the 4-man position.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And for Portland,
just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
you know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Here's Marciulionis. 5 points in the game. Portland grabs the miss. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here is Shakur. It's blocked. Pass to Marciulionis. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And let's bring up the list of rookies that will make you pay for sending them to the line. These are the free throw percentage leaders since the All-Star break. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Screen by Porzingis. Outside for Bledsoe. Fades. Bank shot. No good.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
Outside Jackson. Ross sets a screen for Jackson. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Jackson's got 18 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
They set the pick. Here's Shakur. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Every timeout a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Here is Ross. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game. For the tie, sinks the triple. He's got 9.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
At the elbow, Martin takes the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. And the Kings lead by 3.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Pass to Bledsoe. There's a good screen. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up from the top of the key. Sacramento grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
Here's Jackson, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Kings.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Looking to end his cold spell, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Trailblazers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he sinks the second. Sacramento leading by 4. Pass to Ross. On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Bledsoe. Down low, Martin, and he uses the glass on the layup. Martin's got 8.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Porzingis with a screen on Marciulionis. 5 to shoot. Here's Shakur. Portland no good that time either. Kings have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Driving the lane. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Ross. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. For Sacramento, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. Here is Shakur. That's down the hatch, knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting. And here now the Kings. They're on a 13-5 run. Just 5 on the clock. Basket counts. 21 points in the game.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Out to the right wing. Here's Porzingis. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Martin. Back to Jackson. Pass to Marciulionis. It's not going to go for him.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
The shot's good.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
And Portland making a change here. Portis is checked in. Kings leading now by 7. Outside, Martin. Launches it. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Bledsoe's got 16 points.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Marciulionis passes to Jackson. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated and close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Porzingis with a screen on Ellis. The shot by Shakur, no good. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Sacramento. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Pass to Marciulionis. 6 to shoot. There's a screen. The 3, and the 3 ball is good. 8 points for him.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Driving inside. Bledsoe with the rebound.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Out left to the wing. Portis the screen. It's good. Now it's just a 3-point Kings lead.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Outside, George has to Jackson. Here's Marciulionis. There's the lob to Jackson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Pass to Bledsoe, and G.G. Jackson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Stewart a screen. Lets a floater go, and yes, it's good.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
To the inside, Ellis. Over to the wing. Washington with room to fire. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Washington's got 15 points. 1:11 left in the third quarter. Bledsoe outside. Portis a screen on Jackson. Tries again. Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Portis.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Jackson in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Washington, and again it's Sacramento converting. Portland's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. It's Bledsoe on the wing. Sinks the three-pointer. Bledsoe's got... Kings leading now by 4 on the court for Sacramento. Here's Singh, and it's Portland with the rebound. Portis the screen. Shakur passes to Portis, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And Portis drains both of them.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
There's a screen by Washington. The shot, no good. Here is Shakur. To tie it up. And he sinks the layup. He's got 21.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. There's a screen by Washington. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Portis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Over in the corner, Allen. Here is Shakur. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And Portland making a change here. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Top of the key, Washington. And that one drops for him. Washington's got the game tied up here for the Kings.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. George with the steal. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And boy, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
And you know it's serious if he's heading to the locker room. It takes a lot to get him out of any game.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in with what the Kings head coach said to his team. Now, he emphasized it's anybody's game right now. He told his guys to focus on finishing the task at hand and not to get distracted. He wants them to go out there and play with authority. Kevin?
Thank you, David. 2 on the clock. Marciulionis, a three-pointer off the mark. And for Portland, they're shooting straight 49% from the field. Fires from 14. Over to the left wing. Here is Shakur, defended by George. Second chance shot. Portland no good that time either. And it's Nelson with the ball, bringing it up now for the Kings. And George kicks to Nelson. It's stolen by Allen. Here's Shakur, finished off the break. 25 points in the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Outside Jackson. To take the lead. That shot, no good. Portland leading. There's the screen. There's Shakur. Count the bucket, and he's got... And a free throw coming up as well.
And playing with the lead, you can see they're making a much more concerted effort to work the ball inside here in the second half.
The Kings trail by 5. There's the lob to Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Blazers.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunities.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer of the Kings was able to update me on the situation. He said it appears to be a moderate wrist sprain. He will not return to the game, and he may not be back on the court for a couple of games so he can heal up. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for too long.
Sacramento foul. 6. Second personal foul. 4th team foul.
On defense, the Kings. 6-point game. 6 on the shot clock. Right side, Porzingis. Over Washington. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Marciulionis. And here is Washington. Oh, good on the triple.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Outside, Porzingis. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Kings.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Here's Jackson. Trains the 19-footer. Jackson's got 24 points.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Pass to Washington. Here's Marciulionis. And another shot. That shot off.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Back to Porzingis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And check out Porzingis being sly with the pump fake there, pulling his man in close.
Timeout, Blazers. And Portland making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. The Kings making a switch here. The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
To the paint, got a piece of it. Porzingis with the steal, and now Portland on the break.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Ellis, left side. Pass to Marciulionis. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Inside. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That free throw good from Porzingis. The Kings trail by 15. Here's Marshallonis. To end the run, and the jumper falls for him. For Portland, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Pass to Bledsoe. Here is Shakur. Shot clock at 5. From the corner. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Bledsoe's got 21.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Marshallonis passes to Martin, and it's good. 2 points.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Portland leading by 13. With the drive. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Pass to Jackson. Kings moving the ball around.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Here's Marshallonis. Misses the jumper.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Shakur into the lane. Out to Porzingis. It's Bledsoe on the wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul. At the line for your Trailblazers.
That free throw good from Bledsoe.
Taking 2 shots.
Bledsoe hits them both. The Kings trail by 17. 1:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Ross, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis. Some people, RJ, have called for fewer regular season games. Could that help?
Absolutely not. If Kareem Abdul-Jabbar can take commercial flights and have to stay the night over and play 82 games, I think that the teams today can play 82 games.
Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Portis. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Portland.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And we have watched this team all season long play with such tenacity, with the wins piling up on the year. This will make it now 61 total.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
Caruso, the pass to Stewart. Portis with it. A second chance effort. He lays it in. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it, folks. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports.